next guest gets paid to travel the world. Since embarking on her dream job as a travel writer 16 years ago, Sarah Sakula has visited all 7 continents.
Among her many adventures, helibiking in Alaska. Here she is after having just been dropped off in an area only accessible by helicopter, from where she will ride her bike through this spectacular terrain all the way down. Wow. Sarah has just written a book to teach everyone how to become a travel writer, and she joins us now with more. She made it down safely.
I survived.
She survived. I had never heard of that particular thing. Is that the kind of stuff you get to do as a travel writer?
Absolutely. I come up with wild ideas and I try to get people to say, yes, you can go do this. And so I got to go to New Zealand first and then to Alaska, and I had never really mountain biked before. So
what baptism by fire, Sarah. That's amazing.
Oh my goodness. I mean, there's no such thing really as an ordinary day for you. But if you could pick, what would someone want to know about? Like, what is the average day?
Yeah, like you said, it's not typical. It's not your 9 to 5 where you go into an office, sit in a cubicle. It could be anything from typing an article to interviewing an Olympic athlete to helibiking or roaming around the jungles of India. It just depends. It's all up to you, too. I took a very adventurous route, as you can tell.
You sure did. So now you've written a book to teach others how to become travel writers. Is this something that anybody can do, or do you need to be trained as a writer?
Yeah, almost anyone can do it. You need to have a love for writing, of course, a love for travel, a curiosity about the world. But these days you can get into storytelling very easily. It's very accessible. You need your phone, a computer, and ambition. So,
well, a lot of people have started different types of blogs, and we see travel blogs. But what would be the difference and the challenges maybe that people could face to become a travel writer on the level that you are?
Sure. So the big difference is I write for publications, so Travel and Leisure, CNN, USA Today. A travel blogger would typically write for his or her own website. And, you know, there are challenges just like any other job. You are putting yourself out there a lot. You're pitch ideas, and sometimes it, doesn't happen quickly. Sometimes I pitch those stories over and over before I get a yes.
What is the first step someone should take?
First step, I would say start honing in on those skills that have to do with storytelling. So you could launch a YouTube series, you could start a blog, like you said, start getting some of those writing clips and learning how to become a really good storyteller.
And then do you find all of these places? I mean, it's just some of the trips that you take, they're just the most exotic, random, who knew it existed kind of things.
Yeah, like I said, it's up to you and your creativity. So I found in San Diego, you can go para-hawking. Who's ever heard of that, right?
What is that?
You're actually jumping off the side of a cliff, you're paragliding, but a hawk is coming along with you.
What?
So I was holding this little pole in my hands, and my job was to put little meat snacks on the pole so that he would continue to land on the pole just inches away from me. And it was wild. And because we were filming, I jumped off the cliff a dozen times or so.
Wow. So
goodness.
You have no fear.
It was fun. It was a fun day, and like I said, I wasn't sitting in a cubicle.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so when I'm looking at some of these pictures here, is there a certain way that you have to know how to also travel and pack for things? Because if you're going to the extreme ends of the world, how do you not have your whole house?
Less is more. I wear a lot of things over and over. When my first trip, I took a big suitcase, and never again. I started, really just taking the bare minimum. Tourist trips, nobody really cares how you smell. So.
The things you learn.
Exactly right. So how did you structure the book for somebody who's thinking of getting it? What will they find in there?
Yeah, it really takes you step by step and tells you how to break into travel writing, because I would say it can be a little intimidating. You're approaching these producers and these editors, and for me, as a young child, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I would never expect to be doing this today. And you just kind of learn along the way. You add those skills, you add some photography, videography, and you can take those baby steps. You don't have to know it all to begin with.
Wow. So, you know, I'm sure a lot of people can think back on a favorite vacation or favorite trip that they've had. Is there a difference between a favorite trip and a favorite assignment for someone?
Yes, because I think the assignments are so unusual. So it's those things you talk about at dinner parties. So a lot of people will introduce me as, oh, this is the girl who spent the night on the side of a cliff. That was an assignment that I pitched because, again, it's unusual. It makes a good story. And it was a lot of fun. We literally spent the night on this little cot that fits two skinny people on the side of a cliff. And what's funny is...
You don't want to roll over.
You do not. My sister made me sleep on the outside edge. But it's connected up here, but it's not connected like right directly to the mountain, which means it feels like a roller coaster.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of crazy.
That is crazy, but so much fun. And what a story to tell. Sarah,
Exactly.
thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Go to Sarah's website, and that's where you will find her book so you can get started as a travel writer.